Writing the fellowship was a bigger challenge than I ever imagined it was going to be. When I first thought about doing a fellowship, I looked for the opportunities and I started trying to write for a deadline, and very rapidly realised that there was absolutely no way that I could write a fellowship in 4 weeks. So I started writing from that point on, not really focusing on deadlines and just trying to get together an idea, a story. I think the first iteration of my work that I shared with colleagues was, quite frankly, crap, and it was very dry, lacking narrative, and probably all over the place. And now I review them, I can see why telling it as a story is really, really important, because you want to get the big message out there up front. So my trick was to, after the initial negative feedback, was to think, well, how can I package this? How can I sell this in a way that's going to pull everyone along with me? How can I get the people that are reviewing this to be as excited about the science as I am?
So in terms of ownership of the process, I think if you are the principal investigator on the project, or it's your research fellowship, so it's your thing, then that proposal really does need to speak with one voice, and that voice ought to be your voice. And so a really good piece of advice I had was to make sure that I took ownership and I was the one who wrote the proposal, essentially. Yes, you bring in other people, but you don't just stick their stuff into the proposal, really actually reshape it entirely and put it in your language. Obviously that takes a lot of effort and preparation, which is sometimes difficult, but I do think it's important. I do think it's been good advice.